Yo, how we doing everyone? Welcome to the stream. You're here with the console time machine where we go back, and as per the title of the thumbnail, we are in Burnout 2. This is 2002, Burnout 2, Point of Impact on the original Xbox. And we are going to be doing some crash junctions. Now I might have I want to check I've got the balances right on some of the audio, so I might have to adjust it in a sec when we get started. So I have already got some crash footage that needs uploading, and you should see that I've got golds in all of these, but all I've done is got the top score so far. So what I want to do is go back through and completely annihilate all of the other scores from the scoreboards. So I think we'll start with that. If you're here, get in the chat. Make sure you say hello. Tell me what you remember about this game, what you remember about the Crash Junctions, what you remember about the Burnout series. Is this something you played back in the day? Because this was something that shaped my gaming well, I say childhood. I would have been, yeah, well into my 20s by the time that this came out. But I was such a gamer. Right, let's get on to Junction 1. Do give me a shout in the chat if the audio isn't loud enough compared to the volume coming through from the console feed. You know, from the game. Right, let's give the old left-right tap. Now I've unlocked this car so far in the championship mode. Now what I used to do was hit this little truck there, try and slide across into those buses, up to the multiplier. Now if you can get the bus and the lorry to connect in a minute, or the lorry and the lorry, I can't remember, there we go, and hopefully they'll do some damage. This is quite a low scoring one, so 10 million I think gets you on the scoreboard. That's going to be good for about 12 or 13 million. There we go. We're on there. So I already had one. That's the second one. Oh, actually, I've already got two. Oh no, I've already got 2 golds, so I'll get above 10 for a gold. So 3 more of that score, and we can move on. Just takes me back. Me and my friends used to play this for so long. Let me know if you ever got any glitches, if you ever got any buses flying around. Not so much on this level, but we used to get like things, it's almost like too many buses in too short a space. I've missed. Yeah, that's going to be pretty pants. We used to get like, if you get 2 buses in a lorry or something and they just sort of connect and then they don't know where to go and they wobble for a bit and all of a sudden one of them just shoots up into the sky. I've not really seen if YouTube's got any footage of that. I've got some old footage that we recorded once. 3, 2, 1, go! We just thought it'd be funny to record it whilst we'd had a few drinks and end up recording it on a camcorder from the TV footage. That one might be interesting. We're going to block both lanes. We might not get to those buses. But I'm not joking, me and my friends had this down to an absolute science. And you could almost like, after the first impact, if you knew what happened, you would just press start and restart. This is a huge score. This is huge. 27 mil, let's go. I really want to know in the comments what people's scores are on these games. Like what scores do you remember getting? I mean, there's one level, when we get to it, it's going to be crazy. But we used to get like over 100 million and just play for the glitches. Just play for the glitches, but it's so much nostalgia with so many games to go through. 2, 1, go! Oh, that's rubbish. If you know what to do here, you know when you don't do it properly. You might be able to hear the hand control clicking there while I do the old brake, accelerate, brake, accelerate. Start doing it again. I think that's pretty awful, but we might as well let it play out a little bit just to make sure it doesn't have to break the record. But if it gets a gold, it will knock a score off the board, but it will not, will it? But I played through all of Burnout 1. So I want to do them in order, otherwise my OCD would go a bit crazy. So I did Burnout 1, really enjoyed it, but this is where the fun really starts. Burnout 2 and the Crash Junctions. Now, if we're into those buses, the multiplier is going to go up. The damage is going up when these cars start connecting. This should be at least a gold. Looking for at least 10 million. Come on, one more in the combo. It's going to be close. Oh, don't need 10 million for a gold. Okay, that's cool. That's it. I think we only need maybe 3 million for a gold. So that is content time machine all over the leaderboard. So we can move on. Let's go for it. Some of these I know really well, and I reckon I could probably get them in every attempt. Some of them, yeah, not so much. So if there are people in the chat watching, maybe some guidance. But this one I think is pretty straightforward. Usually that car there. Let's see how that goes. There are options. You can go all the way over to the right, or you can go all the way over to the left. I'm going to check the audio on the stream in a minute. Seems okay. Voice and game seems to be balanced-ish. Good for a gold. 26 mil. Let's go. So we only need to get 10 on this one, which is awesome. And we've already got it 3 times, so 3, 2, 1, go! This is the fastest car that I've unlocked, but it says it's the fastest. Don't know if it's the best for all the crash junctions. Let's see if we can get that. So by getting those cars over there, we block this lane as well, and both lanes. And this is where the lorries can get a little bit glitchy. If it goes glitchy live on stream, that'd be crazy. If we can get a bus roll over, the score just goes up massively. Can't see a bus on its side or upside down yet, but that's still a massive score. Just need to give it one more go, and that is the scoreboard. White of names that are not content time machine, and that is just what we want. Try to do something a little bit different. Might be a little bit less score, might be a little bit more, might be a few more on the combo. I think our top combo was about 14. There we go, that lorry's up. Car's underneath, that's crazy. High score, can we get that car in? Yep, should be a good one. Oh. Not as good, but it is a gold. So, moving on then. Next zone, on to zone 3. Is this the one at the airport with the lines of buses? Yes, it is. This one's a pretty good one. Got to avoid the cars here, then go straight into the queue. I always hit it on the right-hand side there. Try and fly over the top. If you can get that lorry included, it's a little bit of a bonus, but I did not. But hopefully the buses now coming up this lane here will all get involved in the pile. If you can get one of them turning over or wobbling or on its side, that can really help. Not this time. And not even a gold, everyone. Not even a gold. What is this nonsense? Failed myself. Right, 35 million for a gold. See, I always think to myself, maybe there's a way of experimenting with different cars, and maybe some cars are lighter and they fly further on, but we've got to really try and get ourselves down over the top of that. Is that going to be any better? If we can hit that lorry, it could be crazy. Still didn't get to him, did we? But what you want to cause is a nice big jam up here. Oh, that car's not going to be included coming up there. We can hear him though, ready? Yeah. Still just a silver. This one's proving a little bit tricky, I must say. 3, 2, 1, go! Let's try a slightly different approach. Still not getting that lorry involved, are we? Oh no, we did. There we go. All right, that might be interesting. That's going to add a few to the combo anyway. And here come a lot of buses, so this could be big damage. Could be big damage. Oh, we've got a bus over. We've got a bus over. This is huge. This is huge. 42. Oh my god, and there was even some more coming. Right, so I need to work out what I did there. Let's have a little look. I might want to replicate this little strategy. So I think I went down the right-hand side. And then tried to slide in and hit the back of that bus. Right, okay. Let's see what we can do here.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, missed it. Still got him involved. Yeah, maybe it'll be better than I thought. He's hitting more cars. That's getting a big combo, and these buses haven't even got there yet. So, if I can get a bus on its side inadvertently, I might have actually... Oh, that's looking good. That's looking pretty good. Oh! 2 seconds too late, mate. Yeah, not as good as we thought. All right. We'll give it a few more goes, and we do want to wipe off the score, but I also don't want it to get too samey, so I might end up changing the junction even if we don't get all golds. Right, let's have a look. If I can catch that bus up, that could be good. I didn't catch the lorry. I didn't catch the lorry up, but we did get these guys involved. We need to be up over 20, and we need to be at a time. Yeah, more than that. I could always try experimenting with cars as well. Yeah, that's not what we want. I'm going to resume it. I'm going to let it go just to see if out of interest it does come up with anything, but I don't think it will. That car is not going to reach the junction. No, it's not. That is a sayonara.
3, 2, 1, go!
Right, that bus is starting to wobble a little bit, which is always a good sign. That lorry's jackknifed a little bit, which is a good sign. He's up in the air, he's up in the air. Oh, that's crazy. That's looking good. Well, it's still only going to be about 37, 38, but... Oh, it's 40. That seems like the way forward.
3, 2, 1, go!
One more with this car, then I might swap and see if I can do something else. Oh, whoops. That obviously don't count.
3, 2, 1, go!
Got that lorry in there. That's good. We've connected with that bus. Right. Let the damage commence. Bus is on its side. That's looking pretty good. That is a good score. 41. So I didn't really introduce the game mode, but for those of you that don't know, this was a sort of a driving game against AI, oncoming traffic and all sorts. Now there's a bit of a bonus. They did this crash junction just as a little side game, but this is what the game became famous for. So it's a set of junctions with a predetermined sort of pattern of traffic, and you decide where to hit it. You get a score for the damage, and you get a multiplier for every vehicle involved. And the idea is just to work your way up the scoreboard. And it literally is that simple. But this became the game mode that most people played. I think this is what gave the game the most life. Right, that taxi. Did I get into that lorry? Did I get into that lorry enough? I think I just about did. But is there going to be enough accumulating here? Yeah, I'm not going to lie, me and my friends spent so many nights, so many late nights, so many early mornings, just drinking and chilling out and just passing the hand control round and just playing this to absolute death. Got to the point where it was almost impossible to get on the scoreboard of anything, and if anybody ever got on the scoreboard of anything, it became a really big deal after a while, because playing it went on, and I'm not joking, it went on for years, at least once or twice a week. Come on, that's going to be 30. Oh, it's not even going to be... Come on, that bus is coming. Oh, no! And there it was. We were so short. Right, let's give it one more go. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to change vehicle. accelerates the fastest, and it's by far the quickest. Nothing else is really going to get us down to the junction any quicker, but let's try this one. Just to see if it does give us a different look. I almost use that big hot rod type thing as well on some of the levels. Oh, that's not very successful. Fantastic. Maybe the corners on this one are a bit too rounded. It doesn't like making contact. What do you reckon? The bumpers are too rounded off. There we go. That lorry is involved. It is sliding, so it is going to hit other cars, or other vehicles at least. There we go. There's a big queue of buses coming. But we've only got 8 cars involved. That's pretty crazy. So that's not even going to be 30 million. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why there wouldn't be more cars involved. A little bit crazy, right.
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's give it one more go, and then we're going to load up the next level. Right, obviously that doesn't count.
3, 2, 1, go!
Right, let's do that and see what happens. It was looking alright, wasn't it? I mean, that lorry all the way down there, what's going on there? It is a times 15, but it's just too short. It's just not a big enough score. Right. I'm going to change cars again. I'm beginning to remember how addictive this gets. Right, let's go for... I'm going to try the... Did I just choose... Yeah, I'm going to go for the police car. Yeah, why the hell not? Let's give it a go.
3, 2, 1,
I just think it's too slow, and by the time you get down there, maybe the lorry's gone, or the, but maybe it works in your favour. Maybe the fact you're getting there slower means that when the crash ends, you don't get those cars coming after the crash finishes and not getting involved because the time has run out. Maybe now they will get involved. It just doesn't look like a very big score, does it? Oh, that one made a big difference. That's what did it. There we go, that's 38. So getting that last one involved made a huge difference. That was massive. All right. On to the next one.
3, 2, 1, go!
I think I struggle with this one. It's a very low scoring one. Try that bus. I think sometimes there's ones that you have to wait on and wait for the traffic to come up behind you or build up. And that might have been a bit too soon. That looks a little bit pants, if I'm completely honest. Hey! Oh, here they come. But it's all too little, too late. So what are we looking at? We only got to get 5 million.
3, 2, 1, go!
I am gonna go down here. Oh. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Let's try that one again.
3, 2, 1, go!
See if we can get ourselves here. No, they're all going forwards. So if we hit them, the ones on the left-hand side aren't going to get involved. I thought maybe they were coming towards me for a minute. Right, okay, so we've got a bit of thinking to do. Maybe we hit them and we try and fly out the other side, but... Maybe those cars would catch up with traffic, but they ain't going to do that, are they? All right, well, let's...
3, 2, 1, go!
figure it out. Let's hit the first car that we see. That's not the first car, there's one to the right.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Is hit it, but also bear off to the left.
2, 1, go!
Let's see how this pans out. And I'm still in the police car, which I probably didn't want to be. So let's just see what sort of score we get and what multiplier we get. Not a great deal by the look of it. Don't know where he's off to. Here comes some other cars, but that's going to be absolute pants. Well, do you know what? Now's not the time for me to figure this one out. Let's move on, because that one's a bit of a challenge. That one is for a different stream. We can always revisit. There's 30 of these junctions.
3, 2, 1, go!
Right, I think I hit that too soon. You've got to get into that junction. Let's try that again.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wow. I've got to change car. I keep forgetting to change car.
1,
Why am I forgetting to change car, man? Change car after this one. That's sort of what I wanted to do. Get those buses involved, but also get into the mix. But I haven't got enough of the lanes involved. You can see those lanes there to the right hand side. Those buses are just going to scoot straight through, so it's not going to be a great score. I'll be very surprised if this is enough for a gold. Yeah, I think it's going to be 30 or maybe 35 for a gold on this one. 30. Let's go back to our trusted Japanese car that definitely is not based on a Supra. The first few cars and just go for this. Oh my god, straight through the middle. Come on now, concentrate.
2, 1, go!
That is sort of what I wanted to do, but I'd love to have left my car involved in the carnage, if you know what I mean. Is it going to be a gold? Is it going to be a gold? No, that's not going to be a gold. Oh, it is just. My maths ain't mathing, so it was just about a gold. Okay. All right. So if we can do that 3 more times, that dominates the scoreboard. It's what we want. If you're watching, do say hello. Don't be shy.
3, 2, 1.
I am a real person, not an AI. That sort of rhymes, actually. Right, let's hit this one again. Oh no, I've left it a bit late, but... Right. What I want to do is... Yes, that's what I wanted to do. Right. This may not get a big score, but that is what I was thinking would be a good strategy. Is to stay in the middle and get all the traffic nicely bunched up. Trouble is we're not getting those buses involved. But that lorry's coming in for a bit of carnage. Yeah, that's a big score. Nice. Right, so I'm going to try the same again. Hit that lorry nice and hard in the join of the trailer and the cab. Go down the left hand side and aim for that lorry there. That's not hit it in the front. Hit it in the join and see if we can get the other lanes involved. You can see where the strategy comes into it, can't you? Maybe I'm overthinking it, but you know. Like that. There we go. Now that one's good. If he spins around and gets the other lane involved, this could be awesome. Right, now we're cooking. So a nice multiplier of 19. That's a big score. Like it. So, I think we can do better. Let's try again.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, not if we don't get the start right, we can.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, that actually might have worked out. I've got my car has gone into the other lane. Okay. Maybe inadvertently found a new strategy. Let's see how this goes. Lots of activity. Lots of lorries come in. Not so much the score, but a big multiplier. Who's in there? That's big. That is big. 50 mil. Let's go. Bits of car and debris flying all over the gas. That's our top score. Right, moving on. Now, if it's one that I don't think is going to be overly sort of high score based, or if I don't know how to do it, I might move on. So 50 million, I think I know how to do this one. You've got traffic with you and you've got 2 lanes of traffic coming opposite. There's definitely some buses. I think I sometimes hit one of them and try and get that over to the other side. I haven't done a very good job, but we'll let it run because it might be good enough for a gold. It did just reach the other lane. But if you can get these buses to get hit from behind and turned over, that makes a big difference. That's not gold. We needed 15 million. But at least we've remembered what to do. So, right, let's give this another go. If you're here and you're in the comments, and if you're here and you're in the stream, get in the comments. If you're here because you've seen Burnout 2 Crash Mode and you remember doing this, come and let me know, man. Let's have a conversation. There we go. Right, now we're cooking. Oh, I think I might have overjumped it. Just a smidge. We'll let it run anyway. We'll let it run. Because if we can get those buses stopped and then hit... There we go. Did we knock one over? We didn't. That's going to be good enough for a gold though. Definitely. 20 mil. Job done. But we can get more. I know we can get more. Try and come up the right hand side, hit a car bearing to the left and just hope that I don't fly too high. Oh, I got to fly. Oh, I didn't fly at all. Don't think that's going to do it, guys. Don't think that's going to do it at all. Yeah, we're not going to let that run. That's just going to be a waste of space. Right, let's try again.
2, 1, go!
Could be good. We're in that lane. We're in that lane and we're involved. Let's go. There we are. So we've got the buses coming and the lorries come in. Let's get a bus on its side. That would be... It's not, but that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. If you've never shouted at your TV, that bus is in a good place. You haven't played this game enough. That's all I'm saying. Come on, let's do another 2 golds and then we're moving on.
1,
I think I left it too late. I was trying a bit of an experiment. Yeah, I left it too late. Let's not do that experiment ever again. Let's put it in a little box, bury it in the garden and never talk about it. Right. That could be good, that could be good. We're sliding into the traffic. Yes, we're going to get both lanes involved. Oh, that's good. That's good. He's already tipping over. Get him hit. Get him hit. Oh, that was weak. That's disappointing because that looked like it should have been real good. That is not what I wanted to see. Just need 2 more good ones and then we can move on. Come on.
2, 1,
We'll try the back. Oh no, wait. Oh, that's going to be pants. Right. I might try the car at the back this time, or the one
2, 1, go!
at the back. Oh, I messed up the start. That just went wrong in so many ways. I can't count them all.
2, 1, go!
get over to the left quick enough to get the buses involved? I'm not sure. No one knows. Sort of. Oh, we might get lucky with a bus tipping over. Yeah, no, that makes a big difference. And before you know it, there's a gold, and it wasn't even a very good go. So there's that. Can we do it? Let me know in the chat if you think we can do it. One more. I think we can do it.
3, 2, 1, go!
There it is. That's definitely it. That is going to be our last gold. Taxi's on its roof. Don't call me a Toyota Supra is on its roof. Buses are going haywire. Here come the lorries, tipping them over. Go on, tip one over. Go on, tip one over. Ah. That's not a gold, is it? Oh, just. Great stuff. Right, we're moving on. Clearing those leaderboards. So I think there's one we need to revisit, maybe next time. Oh, this is an interesting one.
2, 1,
What I found is don't actually boost on this one. Go right out wide. There's traffic coming there, you want to get involved. You have to hit that one. So you're getting the left lane and the right lane involved. Now my car's not over enough, I don't think, to get everybody involved, but that still might be acceptable. See how it pans out. Well, that's going to be more than acceptable with a lorry on its bus on its side. That's always a good sign. Wow, we only need 17 and we've got 11 million more, so let's keep knocking these names off.
3, 2, 1, go!
So bring it out wide, let the other cars catch up. Fill both lanes. No, we didn't fill both lanes. We want to leave one car in that lane and then make the other car slide into the lane. Doesn't matter which way around it is. Could be me, could be him, but if we can jam up both lanes, that's ideal. This still might be okay, but look at the difference it makes when a bus goes over and a bus doesn't go over. Still managed to scrape the gold. This is the sort of level that makes me think maybe a fast car isn't necessarily, you know, are there cars that have weight attributes? That's a bit better. I'm in that lane fully now. Yeah, so maybe some of the cars that are supposed to be heavy, like a pickup or whatever, maybe they've, in the game, maybe they've got more weight, maybe they've got more use on a junction like this. I never really did that car testing, so maybe we can do that together. That's still good. It's still a goal. It's just not as good as getting that bus on its side, is it? One more goal to get, and then we're moving on, peeps.
3, 2, 1, go!
Right, swing it round, don't crash into him. Now we've got both lanes, look at that. The red car in me in these two lanes. That's sort of what I'm hoping for. It's going to be a high multiplier. Can we get that damage done? Bus is involved. It's still a gold, barely a gold. Now I did have an idea just came to mind then, whether or not... So watch what I did at the beginning. And I could have followed that yellow pickup and actually hit it in the back and hit it into that red car. Maybe. Let's do it. Let's see what happens when we do that.
3, 2, 1, go!
Now it's going to involve me not crashing. Having enough speed to make a crash. Yeah, that's a bit pants. Okay. I don't even want to let it run, if I'm completely honest. I'll do one more the way we know, because I don't want to quit out.
3, 2,
Go back to the main menu.
1, go!
but I haven't waited. I've gone too fast. So those cars coming up the hill there, I'm not going to get involved in the way that we hope. Yeah, it'll probably still be a half decent score though, to be fair. Just not using our sort of knowledge that we've gained. Ah, well. It was just under the threshold for gold. That's all good though, we're moving on anyway. Content time machine all over the board. Console time machine. Let's go to the next thing. Now I'm trying to remember this one. I think this is a tough one.
2, 1, go!
On a corner, on a right hand corner down here, you've got to make up your mind what to do. I'm going to hit the back of that and hope I can get lots of cars involved. That might not be too bad. If I can get over there and hit those stationary cars as well. Oh, I got stopped. But I think a lorry comes around the corner or a bus comes around the corner, and I think you only need about 6 or 8 minutes anyway to get on the scoreboard. Wow, 5.5, and we got a gold. So that's, yeah, only 5 for a gold. I'll give it a few goes, but it's not the most exciting level, not a lot going on. But it does make it tricky though to get a gold. It does make it more strategic, I think. I'm trying to fly over the top and hit those. See that van at the back that's like stationary? Just add, there we go. That's going to add another 1 to the multiplier if I get there. Go on, there he is. There you go. So that might help the score. Back up a little bit. That's doing its thing. Oh yeah, let's go. That's a big score for this level. The time machine reigns supreme, but it's not 9 million. Give it another 3 goes.
1, go!
Try to bear around a little bit to the right this time, just for a bit of variation. Multiplier's going up quick. I've hit that one, I've hit that one, I've hit 2. If I can get that one as well, that's like another 3 or 4 in the combo. Look how, that's a times 13 combo, guys. That's crazy. Wow, pushed us over the 10 million mark. That's pretty good.
3, 2, 1, go!
Try that again. If I can get over that little bit of... Oh, I'm close to that cliff. The multiplier should be high again if I can get all these involved. Oh, I've stopped. That's a shame. That's where the damage comes, and then followed by the bus. I mean, that's not great, but it's going to be a gold. That wipes the scoreboard and gives us an opportunity to move on. So that's all good. Sit, do we? Oh, nice. Let's crack on with the zone.
3, 2, 1.
This is an opportunity for a big score. You have to like crash on the right hand side, but push the cars to the left hand side, and that way the ones behind you on the right come up and the ones coming towards you on the left come up, and hopefully they all meet in the middle and carnage ensues. I haven't done that very well, but you can see the idea. Those are the ones coming towards me. And there were a lot, whoa, there were a lot following me, so... Not even a goal. So I'm going to rethink this one.
3, 2, 1, go!
If I can tag that one, and then their left. Right, that could be interesting. Because now we're crashing in all the lanes, and there's a lot of buses. So let's see what sort of score this yields. Not as much as I thought. Those buses have got away. Those buses have got away. Or is that the same? Yeah, that's pants. That's absolute pants. What am I talking about?
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm going to try and hit something at the front here and then go right across. Then we're over there to get them involved. Right, that's a little bit more like it. It's good enough for a gold. It's good enough for a gold anyway.
3, 2, 1, go!
Try it the other way around. Let's hit something here and then the bear to the right. Oh, I think I missed too many cars. I think I missed too many buses. We'll see, won't we? We will see. But even if it's good, I still let some score get away. Yeah, that's not good. That's only about 15 million. Oh, maybe a bit more. A bit rubbish. Right, okay. Let's have a quick watch to see where we went wrong. Yeah, I wanted to hit that lower right. If I can hit that one coming up on the left-hand side and hit it while I'm going to the right, I should be able to get lots involved.
2, 1, go!
Probably you don't get a great view of it coming over the crest, so it might be hard to time it. Yeah, there's just not enough movement over to the other side to get the other traffic involved, I don't think. Which is a shame because the score looks huge, it's just not going to get the multiplier. Or is it? Or is it? Okay. That's a cool 35 million, I think. 31. Oh, it's still good. My maths ain't mathing again. So I think that's the way forward. So let's do that.
2, 1, go!
I've messed up my start. Still going to go for it. Well, that was different. Let's just leave it at that. We're just not getting the buses, so we're not getting the score, but we have got a high multiplier-ish. Oh, actually, that made all the difference, that bus then. It's actually a decent score. Considering I thought I messed it up. Let's do it. Right, we just need one more gold, and then the scoreboard is white.
3, 2, 1, go!
This time. Same again, look at that lorry. Oh, that bus. Missed the lorry. That'll do. That's still got to be good, surely. We've got buses sideways, which means they might get tipped over. Score looks good, multiplier looks good. That's probably a top score. Any more? What are you going to do, mate? Nothing. Oh, that'll do. Hit that invisible wall, give us some more points, we're good. Next zone. We'll do a few more zones and then we'll probably stop streaming at around about the 1 hour mark, and my son might be home soon. I've lost track of time. This one again, you come out wide, you want to avoid all that, but you want to hit these guys and go across so that you can get the traffic in the other lane involved. But I think I left it a bit too late. But we'll see. I think it's another pretty low scoring one. Start doing stuff, but they're not really doing a lot, so that's only going to be about 10-11 million. Oh no, that's not. That's going to be a lot more now. It's not the low scoring one that I thought it was. Okay. $20 million. Right, okay, we've definitely got to do better than that.
2, 1, go!
If we can go sliding around these. Oh, we lost all our speed. That is sort of what I was thinking, to be fair. It's just not doing anything, is it? I have to rethink this one.
3, 2, 1, go!
enough. That might get them involved. Okay, that looks a little bit more promising. More on the multiplier, if nothing else. Because there's loads more cars coming. That's a high multiplier. That'll do ya. Might be a hard one to replicate, but we'll go for it.
2, 1, go!
Dare I say it, that might be even better, but if I crashed too soon, have they got time, have those other vehicles got time to catch up? Oh man, where's the multiplier now? Oh, there we go, there's a couple more involved. Still pretty low. Do you know what, I think I'm going to put that one on the figure out later list. Let's go to the next zone, see if we can find something a little bit more high scoring. Oh, this one's an interesting one. You just pick one of these cars coming towards you. I'm going to go with the third one. For no reason whatsoever, other than I seem to have some sort of subconscious memory of the third car being a good one. But we'll try a few different ones. To be honest, that doesn't look great, but it depends what you've got to get gold. It could be one of those really low scoring medals. Oh wow. So the third car did it, to be honest. If it ain't broke, then fix it. Let's try the third car again.
2, 1, go!
Perhaps a little bit over to that side. There we go. That should fill up some more lanes, in my mind. That makes sense that we're stopping more lanes of traffic now. Let's see what we got. That lorry's coming through. Normally that lorry wants to take loads out, but he's not really... Oh, there we go. That's nice. Oh, wow. That's a big score. Okay. That does definitely seem like a guarantee for a gold. Give it another go, see if we can better our score by going a bit more sideways. And I've pushed him the same way as me, so that might not be as beneficial. And what you want to do is keep it in that right-hand lane, or left-hand lane as we were coming towards it. Because otherwise those cars don't get all bunched up, do they? And they don't hit each other. Quite the same amount of damage. Yeah, look at the difference in that. Sometimes it's worth having a little look behind as well.
3, 2, 1, go!
There we go, let's stay in that lane. Because sometimes you can wait for the cars behind you to catch you up, and then sort of they'll get involved in the crash. Maybe a little bit more, I don't know. Oh wow, that's not even a gold. Anyway, right. Back to more of a guaranteed gold, and I think we're going to move on. I think we've only got to do it twice anyway.
2, 1, go!
There we go. That seems like it's going to be a nice amount of cars involved now. That's where the damage comes, where these guys come in at the end. So you've got to have them all bunched up. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. That's a good way of doing it. There's a science to this, you know. If you found us, if you found the stream and you're enjoying the content, check out some of the other videos. We're going to be playing so many other games. So make sure you get subbed and make sure you've got those notices on so that you can get notified of when we're doing subs, and suggest what game you want to see next. Get it in the comments, get it in the chat. I've got almost the complete back catalogue of Xbox. I've got so many other consoles that are retro, lots of 360 games. So we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff. That is the last gold. We've already done Burnout 1. We're on Burnout 2. We've got Burnout Takedown. We've got Burnout Revenge. We've got all the Need for Speeds. We've got all the Project Gothams. We are going to be going absolutely crazy. Right, moving on to the next zone. $23 million. Yeah, this is pretty tough. I think this is on a crossroads. You've got to sort of negotiate your way past the first crossroads. And don't crash, but crash into that. So if you can get any of those buses involved, great. They sort of, the cars I remember gather up and hit some sort of invisible wall as well. Yeah, I don't think that's going to cut it. Oh, yeah. Didn't think it would. 3, 2, 1, go! So let's try again. We come round this junction, we miss the crash there, and then we go for it. Can we get across into those buses? Because that could make a bit of a difference. Got to get both lanes, or all lanes involved. Left and right. I missed the buses. I'm off to get a sandwich. There's a bit more happening. There we go. Can we get a big vehicle coming in? Not really, but it should be a good score. That's not bad. Almost the top score on that one. Same again.
2, 1.
There is a potential for more though, I can feel it in my bones. Try that car. Oh, now we're getting in the buses. Now we're getting in the buses. Are we in the buses? We hit a bus. That'll count. If we get all the lanes involved. Oh, they're all going to bunch up. Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. Sort of, but not really. That's a high multiplier. It's just not a very big score. But it is a gold, so we'll take it. So as always, it's that trade-off between going for the multiplier and going for the actual damage score and finding the balance that's best across the board, really.
2, 1,
I'm going to ignore that and I'm going to hit the middle one. Oh, I've gone wayward completely, but I like the fact we're getting all lanes involved and we might touch a couple of extra buses. For that multiplier to rise. Yeah, I think that was the bus at all. And another bus. Well, that's good. That's 15, 16, 17. And a big score. Wow, is it not good? Once again, for the third time, my math ain't mathing. I thought that was a good score. Right, I'm going to try going to the right-hand side. This crossroads, if you know what I mean. I've been going left the whole time. I'm going to go to the right-hand side. Oh. Dangerous. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the difference is. Definitely got some extra buses. Not a lot happening in the other lane though, is there? Those cars are just scooting so silly. That one's having a little wobble. It's good enough for a gold though. Good enough for me. The leaderboard. Let's just do one more. Let's get them off.
3, 2, 1, go!
I've got to take it personally with all these AI names on the leaderboard. We're not having it. It's not what we're all about. Dare I say it? That looks alright. We're getting those buses in. 1, 2. We've got 2 extra buses. Those cars are braking, which means they're going to pile up into an invisible wall. There they go. The multiplier, we're up into the score and the multiplier. That's got to be top score. 28. Kind of like it. Let's see what zone we've got next. We've got time just for one more.
3, 2, 1, go!
This one's very tricky. We can get that bus sliding, and we can get that lorry hitting that bus over there on the left. I think that's where the score comes from. Other than that, I'm a little bit stumped on this one. That's not a lot. I know that for sure. So this might be one of the ones we save till next time, people. I'll have one more go, and then I think we'll go back to the menu, and I think we've got a few to come back to. Is that enough to get some more people involved? Let's have a look. I might have dreamt it, but I think once we had the bus going down the cliff, but again, I might have made that up. Maybe a cool 6 million. 6.5, is that what was the goal? Oh wow, not many. Wow, that's actually the top score on there. So I think we're going to call it a day there, guys, in terms of the stream. We were up to... I'm not sure. Where were we up to? 13. So I think there were 3. There was that. There's a couple down here that we chose to bypass. Can't see the leaderboards unless we go to records, crash records. So we've dominated. So number 4, got a few records to get there. Dominate. Number 9, got a few records to get there, and then I think it was number 13. There we go. So it was only the 2 that we didn't do. Oh no, 9 and 10. No, 10. 4. Yeah, so 4 and 10. We're going to revisit, and then once we've done that, we're up to 13. And then we can carry on. We haven't even touched any of these, and I know there's some really high-scoring levels in amongst this lot. You've got to get 45 to get a goal on there. We were surely getting into the hundreds on that one. So there are some big scoring levels to look forward to. Anyway, I appreciate you joining me in the stream. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to sub for more great content. Get in the chat, get in the comments. Let me know what game you want to see next. And yeah, we'll do it again sometime soon, guys. It's been great. I've really enjoyed the nostalgic sort of feel of going back to these games. Hard to believe this game is like 25 years old. And some of it just comes back to you like it hasn't been more than a day. It's absolutely fantastic. Thanks for joining me. And hopefully we'll see you next time on the channel. And do lots of more games together. So take care, everyone. This has been the Console Time Machine, where we go back, and we'll go back again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.